Sometimes you just gotta take things easy, and not just easy to a point to where, you're never trying to work hard whatsoever, but just in times of that grind, in times of just those like long hours, things like that, make sure you know where you stand, make sure you know what limits you have, and make sure you don't try and break yourself every time, right? So, again, just take it easy sometimes, right? Take those breaks, or, take those specific moments where you just slow down a little bit, you put your feet on the brake pedal for a little bit, because if you do that, you'll be able to get to faster speeds, the next day. So, just like with this sentiment, uh, I was taking this workout easier, because this is kind of like an active recovery workout. It's just, well, I'd say it's just, but it's 100 push-ups, 100 Hindu squats. I did 5 sets of 20, so of course that made 100 for both of them in total. But the way I'm doing them, I'm not taking anything to failure. I'm not trying to do the reps in a certain way that's going to, fatigue my muscles in any particular way. This is just me moving my body on a rest day, right? I feel like this is better than doing nothing. If I were to just, sit on my ass, or just not work out for the day, basically. And plus, I feel weird when I don't work out because I feel like exercise is just so ingrained into my system. But this right here is taking it easy for me, right? People have different levels, of like what it is they might do on a rest day. But you can't just like go and train hard and tear yourself to shreds every single day. At some point, that's just going to make you like lose progress. You're going to fatigue. You're going to be feel fatigued all the time. It's going to catch up with you basically, right? At some point, you're going to plateau in progress and in any type of gains. This could be with anything in general, right? It's just kind of like you have a battery, and if you don't ever recharge that battery, it's going to die out, right? There's things like burnout. There's just things like just general frustration when it comes to doing something like, without taking time away from it. And again, sure, this is still exercise, but this is taking time away from like, more intense training. I'm not going to failure or anything like that. I'm not trying to set some type of like time limit PR, because I remember last time I did this, I was like trying to get this in under like, 5 minutes. But here, to me, it didn't matter. To me, I just kind of like, I know I should move my body, right? Another thing was that like I was kind of a bit short on time in general, but I already knew I was going to try and take this day and make it a bit more of a just an active recovery day. And your active recovery can look like anything. Your active recovery could be stretching. Your active recovery could be some type of cardio. It doesn't matter. And you might not necessarily need active recovery days. That just really depends on the intensity of the workouts you have and the type of, and not the type, but where you are as how physically fit you are. Like if you're a beginner, you probably don't want to be trying to like train hard every single day, but probably something like, 2 to 3 times out of the week. And then over time you can work yourself up to every day, right? And but if you're a certain type of athlete, like if you're an endurance athlete, or if you're some Olympic weightlifter, people like that, they need those days where they're resting completely, like they're sitting and not doing anything. Probably the most that they're doing is like stretching and cardio, right? No type of like resistance training whatsoever. Here, I'm still doing resistance training, but again, like, this is daily calisthenics. And calisthenics is moving your body through space with resistance. But again, like, it's not like I'm going to failure. I'm not pushing it. I'm not trying to set a PR here. This is just me having blood flowing through my body, right? I'm having blood flowing all throughout my body because the push-ups is going to like work my shoulders, my arms, my chest, my core, because I'm in that plank position. And then, the squats are going to get my glutes, my hamstrings, even a little bit, my legs. So it's just like you always kind of want to be moving, right? Because we do spend time sitting around all the time. But again, if you are a person who really takes your fitness seriously and they train a good amount, of course, take things easy. And this could just apply to life in general, right? You need to step back and just kind of like look at everything in scale. And just when you take things easy, you're probably going to be just a bit more appreciative of the smaller things. This can just be general life advice. And taking it easy can be a way to recuperate and to gather more information and new ideas and things like that related to whatever it is that you're probably like slowing down on. It's just, again, like a way to recover, a better way to recover from what it is that you're doing, be able to hold back, be able to gain more tactics and more information. And then now you're going to be able to apply it the next time you get back to whatever it is that you're doing, right? Like, again, this doesn't just have to apply to exercise. It can apply to any aspect of life whatsoever, like maybe starting a business, maybe even schoolwork. If you're able to take things easily, here and there with school, it's just depending on how you schedule everything. And that's about all I have for this. It was very short, and see you guys in the next one.